Long ago, when the earth was red and the wind still listened to the voices of the ancestors, there stood an Igbo kingdom called Umuoha. It was a land where people believed that a person's hands and heart were more important than fine clothes or shining beads. In this kingdom lived Prince Obinna, the only son of the king. When the prince came of age, the elders gathered beneath the ancient tree and spoke with one voice. It is time. The prince must choose a wife, not by beauty, but by character, as our ancestors command. At dawn, the town crier stepped into the village square. He raised his gong and struck it hard. Gong! Gong! The sound echoed through the huts and farmlands. People of the land, he called. The prince would choose a wife among the maidens of this kingdom. Excitement filled the air. Maidens whispered and laughed. Some dreamed of royal beads. Some imagined themselves walking into the palace as queen. But far from the noise lived a quiet orphan girl named Nwanioma. Many seasons before, Nwanioma had lost her parents. She lived in her uncle's compound, where she was treated more like a servant than family. While others slept, she rose before the sun. She swept the compound, fetched water, cooked meals, and worked on the farm. Her uncle's 3 daughters were lazy. They slept late, gossiped all day, and still dreamed of marrying the prince. Soon, the elders announced a test. Each maiden must bring a calabash to the palace, filled with what she would bring into marriage. The lazy daughters filled their calabashes with beads, mirrors, and sweet-smelling perfume. Nwanioma had no riches. She filled her calabash with yam seedlings, palm kernels, and healing herbs, the things she knew could grow, feed, and heal a home. On her way to the palace, she met an old woman who had fallen by the roadside. Though time was short, Nwanioma stopped. She helped the woman up and shared her food. The old woman smiled, her eyes deep and knowing. At the palace, the maidens stood proudly. Some laughed at Nwanioma's simple clothes. One by one, the calabashes were opened. The beads and perfumes quickly rotted and turned foul. Then Nwanioma's calabash was opened. Suddenly, the yam seedlings sprouted. Fresh leaves burst forth, glowing with life. The crowd gasped. The old woman stepped forward, and in a flash of light, she transformed. "I am a messenger of the ancestors," she said. "This child carries life in her hands and kindness in her heart." Prince Obinna walked forward, took Nwanioma's hand, and said, "I choose her. For a true queen builds her home with love and labor." Shame fell upon the uncle and his family. They begged for forgiveness. Nwanioma forgave them, for her heart was as gentle as it was strong. And so, the orphan became queen. Under her care, the land flourished, and peace rested on the people. To this day, the elders still say, "Beauty may shine for a moment, but a good heart shapes destiny."